and a warm welcome from RRL. It's season 3 and we are at round 6 in Imola with your commentator Alex the G, who is jumping in today for your usual commentator Sully and Blazes. I have to quickly put out the link. Wait. And now I think we can start focusing on the broadcast. Acepu is out, so that's no quali running for her. Confusion, I haven't commentated in a while. Right, there we go. Now we can start having a look at Imola. A beautiful track here in Italy. I don't actually know where in Italy it is, but yeah. We'll just have that one. We can take somebody on an outlap for a little trip around this beautiful circuit. It's not a long circuit, as Sufjan invalidates his outlap, but that's not a problem. Probably put the tire detail off for now. But I think, let's see who's one of the faster drivers out on the track. We do have Pocho, of course, his home race, driving for McLaren. Also invalidated his outlap, interestingly. The Alfa Romeo of Underseeker, his teammate Leo, is also about to start a lap, but the first one will be Sufjan in the Aston Martin. Sean Muller has left the session, which is unfortunate for him. But let's ride on board then with Sufjan for a lap of Imola. First turns, Tamburello corner, it's a chicane, fast and flowing stuff. This on the exit goes wide, invalidates the lap. Will he keep going? We'll see. Into Villeneuve, a bit wide now, he does support the lap in the end. Next up is Leo Manchilla through Villeneuve, this fast chicane, and into Tosa, hairpin. Very slow, important to get the traction down on the exit as he heads up into Piratella. Very, very dodgy corner on track limits. He's actually also invalidated already. Pretty wide through here, but that's alright. Then we've got Aqua Minerale coming up. Very trippy corner. He's gone off the track there again. Very hard to keep the power down here. Oh, he just keeps out the wall. So I believe we have a Mercedes. That is King Abdul, who is on an outlap. Okay, so he's going around Rivazza now. Is TJ Boss finishing up? No, that's going to be Pocho if he hasn't made a mistake. No, he's invalidated too. So a few people have invalidated. The first one who will finish a lap by the looks is Felix for Haas. Now let's see around the two Rivazzas. Oh, that's a bit of a slide there. Comes around the last bend. DRS open to set a 1:16.7 as the first lap. Underseeker, I believe. No, it's Leo Manchilla next to cross the line. Also in McLaren, I think Williams is going to be next. That is Kart Racer's teammate. I forgot. I can't really see who it is. But I don't think he's on a valid up either. Let's see Kart Racer then. Jonathan C goes second. All departments third. Kart Racer with 15.9 is fastest at the moment. So we've got Marco FIFA around the final corner, but he has invalidated. Still finishes the lap. We've got Wong Fi finishing a lap next, also invalid. There's a lot of invalidations here because of the nature of Imola. Sufjan's also invalidated again, so we've only got 4 lap times on the board right now. Oh, it's pretty wide, but actually got away with that. But Alpine, Gerardo, reserve, no. He's also on an invalid lap. There's a lot of invalid laps here. Kart Racer currently on pole by 8/10 to Felix, who's letting Jeremy through right now. The championship leader has got very wide. That's also invalidated. Will he go for another lap on the set? That is going to be a question. Gunnar from Mayo crossing the line. Don't think on a valid lap either. Pocho No, that's actually... Oh, what's going on here? Okay, these two are on an out lap. Jeremy's into the pit lane. We have Underseeker crossing the line to go P5, slowest for now. And a Red Bull parked in Rivazza. The first part of Rivazza, that is. Marco FIFA goes fastest with a 15.8, only 0.2 clear of a Williams. A strong lap time. Oh, he goes straight with gravel. Probably to shorten his time to the pit lane. Let's see if he's going to do that more. Just for the record. Yep, he does cut across all the gravel traps, which is... Oh well. Manning God is on an out lap. We have Gerardo now finishing a lap 19.2, currently slowest. El Pocho starting a lap invalid, but that is only the out lap, of course. Sean Mull is also starting a lap. Sofian is out, so he is retired seemingly in the pit lane. Not really sure who to keep an eye on. Gorman Cup's also starting a lap. We've got, I think, Pitivili in between for Haas, reserve driver for McLaren after having given up his seat. Wong Fi possibly coming. Also have Marco FIFA. Is he on another lap? No, he's not. I think it's Wong Fi on the medium tyres going for another lap. 16.9 at the moment. No, he's going slow now. So I believe next up is Pocho for McLaren in his home event. Look like a very solid exit to Aqua Minerale, 50.5. Taking this chicane Variante Alta with extreme care, as you have to. The Italian with number 51 on his McLaren. And through the first part of Rivazza, this one is easy to invalidate on. So is this, but he's done it well. And Pocho is going to cross the line to go second fastest, 15.9, just ahead of Car Racer. Then we've got Sean Mull crossing the line, fourth for Mercedes, 16.5. I believe Pitivili has invalidated. No, he's just letting somebody go. That's Gromit Cup. He's going to finish a lap for Aston Martin. No, he's invalidated too. Heads into the pits. Only 11 laps set at the moment. Manning God is fast, but it's also invalidated. It's a big problem here, the track limits. Underseeker also into the pit lane. Nobody seemingly on a fast lap right now. It's just Enzo's on an out lap and pretending to be pretty fast. And he is definitely going to be a shout for pole, I reckon. Jeremy, I believe, is on a hot lap. Yes, he is. Going around Tamburello right now. And through Villeneuve. And it's Tosa now into the hairpin. It's so crucial to get the traction right. Hits the curb on the inside. Not the most brilliant thing to do here. But let's see what this yields for the German championship leader, of course. Season 1 champion for Aston Martin. And now on his way to repeat this in the Ferrari. 50.000. 50 dead for Jeremy. And very close on track limits. That could be on for a really good lap near. Let's have a look. He's coming around the final two bends. Just the two Rivazzas to go. A bit of lag here for him. A bit, he says. TJ Boss goes fastest for McLaren, but Jeremy smashes it out of the park. 15 flat and on pole by 7/10 right now. Marco FIFA starts another lap. I believe then we have the Williams of Manning God, who is actually on a valid lap now, but it's not looking very fast. Ah, was he looking at the screen? 19.5 and on the grass. Abdul invalidated again. Let's turn on his telemetry to see if he's full on the throttle. He actually is. Surprises me. Invalid 16.7 for him. King Enzo has invalidated his lap, so he is going to go for another by the looks. Let's see what King Abdul managed in the Mercedes. Bit of an uneasy back end there. we also have to keep an eye on people possibly going fast. Marco FIFA is, and he is 3/10 up on Jeremy. So he definitely also has the pace for pole in his Red Bull. Of course, a brilliant car on this game, on the realistic setting. Strong run through Rivazza 1, Rivazza 2 as well. And it's looking strong for him. Can he put in on pole? Yes, he can. 3/10 up on Jeremy. That is a very, very good improvement indeed. Jeremy is now heading into the pits. Jonathan C next to cross the line. He's been through the gravel somewhere. Still influenced by 4/10s. Goes 6th fastest. So I believe we have King Abdul. Is he? No, he's again on an invalid lap. King Enzo is 2. So we have his teammate. I don't know where he is. Can't see him. Gerardo. That's the one. He's starting a lap. Enzo, is he going for another? Yes, he is. Interesting tactics. We've got Leo Mancillo, who's possibly gonna set a valid lap now. Just the second Rivazza to navigate for him. Looking good, Alfa Romeo here. Number 80 on the car, and he crosses the line to go 10th fastest. 17.1. Aston Martin coming next. That would be Gromit Cup. Crosses the line, goes 9th himself. We got Underseeker, I believe, starting a lap exactly. Then it's Marco FIFA, yeah, he's on an in-lap now. Provisional pole for him. Jeremy's probably biggest challenger. Pocho is seemingly next. That was very close on track limits. Brilliantly done though. Currently 4th fastest for him. And he's looking strong. Improving by about 700. He's actually lost a bit of time in the middle sector. Looked brilliant to me. I believe we have an Alpine coming next. Let's see if it's Enzo or Gerardo crossing the line, or whether that'll change. Enzo. Gerardo I don't think improves. Let's see with Enzo now. Goes 3rd fastest. Puts himself ahead of the 2 McLarens. But let's see what can Pocho do. Crosses the line. Goes 4th. Just ahead of his teammate. Ah, it's a bit of a car park in the middle sector. Interesting that it's here. Oh, what is he doing? So now only one driver without a lap time if you exclude Asipu and Sofian, who are out of the session already. Possibly have a Mercedes crossing the line. Yes, it is Sean Mull, but he's into the pits. Next is an Alfa Romeo. It's Leo also heading into pit lane. So King Abdul also in the pits. He still hasn't set a lap. And with just over 4 minutes to go, that is not looking good for him. All departments off the track. Only 13th for Red Bull. Okay, had to do a little something there. Gerardo, 12th fastest just now, 17.0. I believe TJ Boss is next. Pocho's obviously going to head into the pit lane, so it's TJ Boss next on the lap. Gone over the curb a little bit, but it seems okay. Taking a bit of a long line, get the most momentum going possible. So AlphaTauri's hanging out of the pit lane. Hope they are going to make space for the McLaren. Wong Feet does, just about. And through Tamburello, hits the sausage cup. Not ideal. Definitely lost him a lot of time. Let's see what he can make out of that first sector. So 15.7 right now, just behind his teammate Poch. Oh, it's to the gravel. Slowed down enough, but yeah, 7/10 down, aborted his lap. Felix is on an out lap. Let's go on board with him instead. A driver of his caliber, of course, driving for Haas. Just not the best car to be in. In fact, it's the worst by a mile. But what can he do for the American outfit? Through Tamburello. Clips that. Clips this one as well. Short shifts up to 5th gear. Has got down to 4th. That's how low downforce this car has. Through the Villeneuve chicane. looking very solid. He's improving by about a tenth of a second. But you can see the understeer he's got. Leo Mancilla's up ahead. Hopefully he's going to let him go. And through Piratella, a crucial corner. 5th gear, he can actually do that, which is interesting to me. Didn't expect the Haas to be that quick. Now through Aqua Minerali, all departments gets a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Gromit Cup, which is going to currently put him down to 19. Felix is improving by 2/10. A pretty good Variante Alta, but the exit was not ideal in my books, I think. As he plunges down towards the speed trap. Here's the speed trap, interestingly, and into Ravazza 1. Onto the curve as much as possible. Ravazza 2 on the exit, all good with track limits, and Felix improves very nicely to go. 7th fastest only. It's really not that much room for improvement for the Haas. But is he going for another lap? No, he's not. He's lifted off. So that's 7th for the moment for Felix. Can he maybe put in another? Does he want to do another? Now we're going to have to keep an eye on everyone on the track. I'm not really sure what the order is. All departments on an out lap. We have a McLaren coming. Is that TJ Boss? No, it's not. That would be Pocho on his out lap, but TJ Boss is coming, improving by 4/10. Very good Variante Alta. Very brilliant exit, actually. Pitevili ahead, lets him go. Currently only 16th for him. But we have TJ Boss coming next. Looking very strong this lap. What can he do around the two Ravazzas? It's looking good. Very wide on the exit. Made the most of the track limits. And TJ Boss improves to 3rd fastest. Only 1/100th shy of Jeremy. Brilliant effort from him. King Abdul is currently in the middle sector. On a hot lap, got Leo Mancilla as well. He's currently a 10th down, but he can probably still find some time back. Marco FIFA, I believe, is not on a hot lap. No, he's lost his front wing. He's possibly towing along the AlphaTauri of Jonathan. Starting a lap now. Now Jeremy is also on his way. Leo Mancilla in the pit lane. Underseeker is on a hot lap. I think next is King Abdul. Has actually kept this lap valid. And what can he do in the Mercedes? Of course this... Well, is it the fastest? You don't know really. He's 10th fastest at the moment for the Mercedes team. Pitevili is currently in the middle sector. Oh, he's wide, but he will lift it off enough. Felix is out, so he's not improving anymore. So next up, I believe we have a Williams. Manning God, who started his lap. Kart Racer, who also started his lap. So next is Pitevili to finish. King Enzo is also starting, I believe. And now qualifying is over. So what can Pitevili do? He's going to be the first to cross the line. With this lap time being final, Pitevili is only 16th. He can't do more than that. Don't think all departments could set a lap, so we now have to keep an eye. I think TJ Boss. Nah, he's going slow. So that's AlphaTauri next. That's Wong Fi, currently 12th fastest, goes 9th fastest. 16.4. His teammate Jonathan C is out. He can't do more. Next up would be King Abdul if he's on another lap. I don't think he is. But we do still have Marco FIFA coming. No, he's invalidated. So that's all he can do. Jeremy's out. So currently it is provisional pole for Marco FIFA. And I think it'll stay like that unless King Enzo can improve. But he's down. He's not improving on his lap. And he's currently 9/10 away anyway. Doesn't improve. Stays 5th. Yeah, Marco FIFA crossed the line earlier. Manning God is crossing the line now. Doesn't improve. Kart Racer goes 5th. And I think the last to cross the line will be Gerardo, but he's invalidated. So this is your final grid order. Marco FIFA is on pole for Red Bull. Jeremy is second, only 1/100th of a second faster than TJ Boss in the McLaren. In fact, it's a second row for McLaren with Pocho behind in 4th. Kart Racer 5th for Williams. King Enzo is 6th in the Alpine. Felix and Jonathan share the 4th row with Wong Fi and Sean Mull in 9th and 10th. King Abdul and Gromit Cup share the 6th row of the grid. Gerardo ahead of Leo Mancilla in 13th and 14th. 15th goes to all departments. Pitevili is 16th with Underseeker and Manning God in the 9th row. And backing the grid is Asipu and Sufyan. 3/10 in the end separates Marco FIFA from Jeremy and from TJ Boss. You have Red Bull, Ferrari and McLaren there at the top. What year is it? 2013? Maybe 2012. With Williams up there with Kart Racer as well, looking to throw a spanner in the works for some of the top teams who are looking to capitalize. We have Grommet Cup with a grid penalty, as well as all departments in 12th and 15th. So they will be dropping all the way down to 17th and 20th respectively, as we wait for this race to go underway very shortly. Yeah, true. Now that I've had a little cough, a little drink would probably help my cause. Yes, here we are on the Emilia-Romagna grid, ahead of this, well, Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Or if you want to put the full name, yeah, I can't be asked to do the full name, to be honest. Let's put the detailed position change for the moment. Lap data, let's enable it, but I'm not really that fussed about it, to be honest. As the McLaren of Pocho has gone to the front, as he always does for some reason. Actually, we're gonna put it to the tyre choice first, just so we can see what kind of strategies we're going for. The top 10 all on the softs, as they qualified on that tyre, but we have King Abdul, we have Gerardo in 12th, we have Petevili, Underseeker, Manningot and all departments on the medium tyres, with the rest on the softs. Why is Sufjan going through gravel? I don't entirely know. But let's see how this strategy is going to play out. Most the guys on the softs would like to go for a soft to medium strategy. Not everyone maybe knows about it. There is potential for them to also go to the soft hard, although at the same time you never know with the safety cars. And in the third sector right now, the main passing area really is turn 1, or not even that, it's really just straight. The straight ahead of turn 1 is the best passing opportunity, almost the only one, unless you're feeling opportunistic. Then you can maybe overtake in the middle sector, but this track is not known to be one for passing. But we are lining up for the grid shortly, ahead of this Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Don't know how else to call it, because there's never been a different one. It's a San Marino Grand Prix still in my books. Everywhere I put it down as San Marino. Yeah, that's a debate, not for now. Marco FIFA lines up on the grid, Jeremy alongside him in the Ferrari, the championship leader in the title hunt, looking to win his second title in the league. Now we're waiting for the 5 red lights to come on, and here they are. 5 red lights are on for the Imola Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go. It looks like a solid getaway for Marco FIFA, but Jeremy immediately pulls alongside. Kart Racer moves straight up to third. What a brilliant start for him. And here comes Jeremy then down the inside. No, he can't make that one work. Marco FIFA goes across the sausage cup though, and Jeremy's into the lead. Jeremy leads right now. Marco FIFA is alongside, but he can't do much into Villeneuve, can he? No, he can't. Has to back out of that one, as there has been a bit of a tussle behind Pocho against TJ Boss there in the McLarens. Bit of a battle going on here. Oh, being pushed off the track. Oh, big collision in the middle there. Enzo moves up to 4th as a result. What can Felix do? He's up to 6th as well. And TJ Boss still fighting against him. Felix has to go off the track there. A bit of contact being made. But I can't really see yet what has happened there in the midfield. There's a spin from Maningod. But at the top, it's Jeremy who's taken the lead away. Where is the position? There we go. Jeremy has taken the lead from Marco FIFA. Very crucially. Kart Racer, though, in third for Williams. Could be a very, very difficult one to navigate. And Pocho pulls past King Enzo very forcefully. Goes up to 4th place. And the winner of the start, definitely Gromit Cup, winning 5 places up to 11th. Jeremy concludes lap 1 in the lead. And now sees the DRS threat currently vanish to Marco FIFA. Very crucial for him. Gerardo's into the pit lane, so I guess he would have suffered some damage from a lap 1 turmoil. So here we have him. The championship leader is running away here at the front. And is looking to capitalize. That might have been a warning though. So we have to keep out for those. Imola is notoriously difficult for time penalties. As Underseeker has crashed, there's a yellow flag. In the first sector, will there be any safety car interventions for that? I don't think so at the moment. Would spice up strategy big time. Now we have to keep an eye on some battles going on. We've got King Abdul on the mediums, fighting over 8th place. Can't do anything though. It's in the middle sector. You can't make a lot of overtakes there. Wow, Sean Mull. Bit of a slide going on off the track. Hopefully for him that's no warning, but I would almost assume it was. At the back we actually have Asipu fighting against Pizzevili, but that particular battle is now concluded. Jeremy comes around the second Rivazza turn to start the 3rd lap and enable DRS with it. Marco FIFA will have a big challenge ahead of him, defending from Kart Racer. As funny as that one sounds, it's a Williams against a Red Bull, but he will definitely be challenged. The gap is currently about 7/10. Pocho is looking to pull into their DRS as well, taking his teammate with him. There's been a spin around turn 1. That is Wong Fi. He was spun around. He spun around again. That was not necessary. Luckily he's ghosting for everyone around. The predicted pit stop strategies, they are usually incorrect. It is a soft medium, usually, if you can pull them. Oh, I think Marco FIFA is looking quite sketchy there on the rear end. Wong Fi spinning around, but so is Marco FIFA. He's around in the middle sector. Aqua Minerali. Pocho goes up to 3rd as a result. And everybody is profiting from that spin. Felix up to 6th. Any more places lost there? I think Gromit Cup might get him back. Oh, there's been a collision at the back. That is Gromit Cup. He spun himself, I think. And therefore gets straight overtaken again by the Red Bull. Jeremy still controlling this race. 4 seconds clear of Kart Racers. Couldn't have gone much better for him, really. But Pocho putting the pressure on the Williams. The DRS is extremely powerful down this straight, but he can't make anything work just yet. Sean Mull passing Felix. Look at that straight line speed advantage for Sean Mull. Absolutely incredible. Maningod with the first time penalty of this race on the 4th lap. It is to be expected. Imola is really difficult, really tricky on the penalties. Oh, Kart Racer, a little slide. I just make Pocho a bit interested. 4.5 seconds is the lead of Jeremy here. Looking to run away with this race. So it's a Williams against the 2 McLarens. When have we last seen that in Formula 1? I wouldn't be able to tell you, but I think some people could. That's a strong run for Kart Racer through Variante Alto, which is not something Pocho could quite follow. But even still, the strength of that McLaren has kept him within 3/10 of the Williams. Gerardo gets a penalty. TJ Boss spins around in the background, which promotes King Enzo up to 4th place. But now let's see, does Pocho have the legs on the Williams to make the overtake? Will he make the overtake immediately? I think he will, you know. Pocho moves past and into 2nd. Is now chasing the race leader, Jeremy. Although it's looking like quite the task, as TJ Boss is straight past Felix by the looks, yep. It's really dropped that far. That is actually quite incredible. How well can kart racing now keep on Poggio? That is the question. Of course, 2 second places recently for the Williams driver, which is quite remarkable. DJ Boss probably going to fight. Leo Mancilla has possibly let Marco FIFA go here. The pole sitter up down to 8th place. Looks like his championship challenge is falling apart a little bit. Oh, there's been some damage there. That was a Mercedes front wing. Is that King Abdul's? Yes, it is. He's lacking a front wing. Oh, he's going to go right into the Red Bull. And that is quite definitely King Abdul's fault. He has to be more aware of that. We have Jeremy again in control of that one. And Kart Racer still on the back of the McLaren. What will he do? Will he stick behind, or will he maybe attempt an overtake again? I think he's going to stay behind for the time being. Yes, he will. Nothing really to be worried about yet. King Abdul gets a 3-second penalty. So does Sofian. There's been a spin. Is that Car Racer? No, that's his teammates. Man in God. Really thought that was going to be a Car Racer spin there, but it's not. That's good for him. Pizzevili possibly attempting to move against Sofian, but look at the straight line speed. The Haas just doesn't have any, does it? Oh, but not ideal, the cornering there. It can't make anything working. Up to a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Changes that front wing. Jeremy isn't really pushing right now, is he? Looking to control this one. 6 seconds clear of second place Poggio, who himself has distanced Kart Racer from the DRS. So that's a very good achievement for him. And King Enzo in his Alpine, looking to close the gap to the Williams. He's probably going to drop quite a fair bit now, as he simply doesn't have the car pace in him. Lap 7 pit stops should be happening for the soft runners about lap 7-ish. Reminds me I can actually change this to the tyres. Manning God with another 3-second penalty. Soft runners would want to pit around, I would say, maybe lap 10, lap 11 for the medium tyres. Unless the tyre wear isn't that brilliant. Then you could either go to hards a bit earlier, or, well, you can hang it out and go for the mediums. The ones that are in mediums already will go to soft later on, as is Pizzevili, for example, who's making a move on Sofian up to 10th place. So a lot of the medium runners will be looking to pit quite late, go very deep into the race, pit for the soft tyres and finish on them. Kart Racer's left the session. Is that a disconnect for Kart Racer? And that would be a big shame if that was the case. Because King Enzo is now obviously to catch a lot to him. You can see how poor the controller is in Marianne Alta. That's simply a control the thing. Turning is weak, change of direction is weak. That's why the wheel drivers are in with big advantage there. Has it been enough to grant DRS for the Alpine driver? I believe it is. Yes, it has, and that's granted him the DRS. Sean Muller is also already within 1.2 seconds of the Williams, which is so unfortunate for him. Making his way quietly already up to what effectively is 4th place. King Abdul has actually gone onto hard tyre, so he's looking to go to the end. Sean Muller has now moved past Kart Racer, or the AI of his, as that possibly was a warning for the Mercedes. Yeah, everybody's going to do that now. Kart Racer's joined back. Can he get into his car soon enough to not be overtaken by TJ Boss? I think it's going to be tight. TJ Boss does get ahead of the AI, yeah. 3 places lost and a lot of time crucially lost for Kart Racer. Marco FIFA has been in the pit lane in between actually. I haven't seen that. Up to 13, but of course currently losing 26 points in the championship. Because of this man still leading the way after 8 laps. Starting the 9th lap of this race, Jeremy leading the whole race so far. And showing no signs of backing off. As we have Poggio in 2nd. The gaps are currently gone. I hope they will reappear soon enough. 6.5 seconds for the Ferrari. Third place belongs to King Enzo, who's another 5 seconds behind Pocho. 2 seconds behind that we have Sean Mull in the Mercedes. TJ Boss is 5th. Kart Racer is rejoined, is in 6th, and finds himself ahead of Felix in the Haas. Behind that, Leo Mancilla for Alfa Romeo, 9 seconds behind the Haas. Gromit Cup gets a time penalty. We have Jonathan C in 9th, ahead of Pitivili, who might be looking to make an overtake sooner rather than later. The pace of his car is really hindering him, of course. He's basically racing for Haas because it's better than nothing, that's what he said. There's the yellow flag. Leo Mancilla has made a mistake. Yep, he has had enough. And he is missing parts of his front wing. That's gonna harm the effort of Jonathan C. Yeah, Leo does let him through, that's good. Pitivili does a switchback. Can he make it work? Yes, he does. With overtake mode, moves up to 9th place, and that's a free position. Still a marginal time loss for him, but I don't think it's gonna come into effect that much. Jeremy already starts the 10th lap as Pitivili is in the middle sector. Incredible, these gaps. Jonathan C is currently 16 seconds behind Felix, so that's almost warrants a pit stop for the Haas drivers. Absolutely incredible. Car Racer moves back past TJ Boss, who pits. Now what tyres will the McLaren get? It is the hard compound tyre, so he is intending to go to the end, but doesn't want to risk the mediums. Gerardo gets a time penalty. It's Jonathan C also in the pit lane now. Sufjan does not follow him in, but Leo Mancilla, of course, with his broken wing does. And Marco FIFA is obviously going to win all those places back now. Yellow flag. I don't think there's anything going on there. Marco FIFA goes through behind TJ Boss though. So he might well get frustrated on those medium tyres. But it's currently 1 point just only to the Red Bull driver. 16 seconds separate the two Haas drivers in 6th and 7th. Both in the points would be a brilliant result. Now what will Jeremy do in response? Will he pit in already? No, he stays out. 10 seconds the gap to Pocho. So either he's made a mistake or it's just upped the pace that much. Pocho will not follow him in the pit lane. Oh, Enzo goes wide. That was possibly a warning. And Sean Mull very close in the Mercedes. Will he make that overtake through overtake mode? And yes, he moves past easily. That's what I said. It's the main straight in Imola. The DRS is absolutely crazy. And he goes through into the podium places. As you can see, he has started this race down in 10th place and now finds himself on the podium. Shows you just how well races can go with the right mindset. Nothing else really going on, I think, at this moment in time. Of course, we can look at the battle. No, we can't. No, that is actually Sean Mull and Enzo. Can't really look at any battles at the moment because the gaps are a little bit pulled out. But Marco FIFA is definitely closing in on the McLaren. Jeremy has gone through for another lap, I believe. Sufjan with a 3-second penalty. Jeremy, yeah. Okay, he's heading through Vatsa now. Lap 11 could be a lap to stop. Does he? No, he does not. Jeremy stays out. I mean, attempting an undercut is obviously ambitious for Pocho, being 10 seconds back. But will he head into the pit lane? Yes, he will. Pocho is the first in the leading group, if you will, to pit. Sean Mull does not follow him in, so he stays out. So does King Enzo. Medium tyres go on to Pocho's McLaren. Kart Racer goes through. So does Felix, so he does want those mediums. Pitivili, of course, through as well, but he is still going to be quite a way behind the McLaren. Got a ghosted Alpine behind him, that is Gerardo. So here we have Pocho rejoining the racetrack in 6th place, the first man to pit in this front group. Sufjan with the 5-second penalty for speeding. King up to with a 3-second penalty for track limits. So with Manning God, it's so many penalties here in Imola. Jeremy heading through the last sector now. There's not really any battle going on unless we look at Felix and Enzo, because these two are suddenly really close together. for one reason or another. I'm not sure why, because pace-wise, this tussle really shouldn't happen. King Abdul is out of the race. He has crashed. Could that be a safety car maybe? Leo Mancilla is also out of the session, but he's retired in the pit lane. I don't think we get a safety car for that. Just a yellow flag for the moment. Nope, no safety cars. So it's gonna stay put as it is. Jeremy still staying out. How long does he want to pull these tires? Enzo heads into the pit lane, so Felix stays out. Oh, Enzo with a 5-second penalty. That is gonna hurt him for sure. But does Felix have the pace to even stay anywhere near him? DRS down the whole straight is gonna help him, but it's the Haas, isn't it? Pitivili now gets DRS from the lap car, which is very good for him, and he does get ahead of King Enzo. That could be a factor later on as Marco FIFA goes through and moves past TJ Boss and up into 7th. Still no penalties for him, although I saw him do some very interesting stuff. Marco FIFA off the racing line, interestingly. No harm done, and he's up into 7th ahead of the McLaren of TJ Boss, who's on the hards. That's gonna, I mean, it's gonna help him towards the end of the race for sure, but now currently it's not that good. Jeremy in the pit lane, 17 seconds ahead of Sean Mull in the Mercedes. Jeremy is definitely gonna get mediums as well. Yep, there they are, ready for him to pick up. It's actually been a stack stop for Ferrari, but not losing him much time at all. Sean Mull coming into the pit lane as well. Car Racer back into 3rd. Is now going to go into the pits to change onto those medium tyres. Felix is going to follow him in, meaning Pocho is going to gain back some of the places he lost. Can he possibly get Sean Mull on an undercut? I don't think so, but it could be close. Pocho with the fastest lap of the race actually does get Sean Mull back and is up to 2nd. Brilliant undercut from Pocho. And he's actually closed in a lot on Jeremy with that. 7.5 seconds. That gap was 10 seconds before. Honestly, that is actually a massive gain. And he's 8 seconds clear of Sean Mull. Marco FIFA is up into 4th place again, but is now being chased by a big pack. With Kart Racer currently tail-ending it in the Williams, but definitely still can catch up. Marco FIFA with his first penalty. That is definitely going to hurt him in the long run if there are any safety car interventions or anything, which is not unlikely here in Imola. Car Racer pushing hard to get the DRS of TJ Boss, who's fighting hard with Pitivili, who is getting forced off the track as a result. I'm not sure. We're going to have a look at that. Another 3-second penalty for Sufjan, as if he's not had enough already. This is just a painful race for him. But Car Racer has in fact made it into the DRS of Pitivili, crucially, and only 8 tenths. The gap from Pitivili to TJ Boss is 8 tenths, so it could be difficult for him to defend that even with the DRS. We know how poor the straight line speed of the Haas is, but we also know that it's not very brilliant for the Williams either. Yeah, looking at the gap now, I think Kart Racer is going to make this move. Possibly, yeah, Pitivili is not going to make it difficult for him, is he? Doesn't have any overtake enabled, and that is Kart Racer passed and into 6th. Marco FIFA in the same token moves into 3rd place, but can he pull those mediums to the end? Would be a massive stint for him if he could do that, but is currently back in the podium places, losing just 10 points to Jeremy. Pocho finding himself in a very good 2nd place here. Not really sure what to look at right now. We have a bit of a train going on here from Marco FIFA all the way down to Pitivili. He's gonna either fall back, he's probably gonna fall back really. So then we have King Enzo for the Alpine. He's lost a lot of time actually in the pit stop. I didn't expect that really. 8th place for him and 3.5 seconds off the Haas. He might be able to get some DRS from Gerardo. That would be good for him. But even still, he's already out of the DRS by a second, so probably not much Pitivili can do there. He can't, yeah. It's 2.2 seconds. We have a spinner there in the middle sector. That's Manning God, I believe. Yep. Aqua Minerali Difficult spot to do that. Sean Mull moves past and into third again, so this might be a good battle here between the Red Bull and the Mercedes. TJ Boss is being chased very closely by Kart Racer. Money gone with another 3-second penalty. Kart Racer is definitely staying very close to the McLaren, but when can he make the overtake? AC Poo 3-second penalty in 15th place. But it's not really that much action right now. Just Kart Racer really catching and looking to pass TJ Boss for what right now is 5th place, but on penalties might become 4th. Aqua Minerali, such an uneasy corner in this game. I bet everyone in this current lobby has made his experience with that. Jeremy sets the fastest lap of the race, extends his advantage to 10.5 seconds, so he's looking very, very secure there in the lead. Now let's see, can Kart Racer make something work here? It's not the best of exits for TJ Boss, which could see the Williams driver past the McLaren. Also low battery for the McLaren, so there goes Kart Racer into 5th. And the typical Imola move on this game has been made. Main straight, just wait for the DRS. And there he goes, 5th place. 1.3 seconds now up to the Red Bull of Marco FIFA, who can barely actually keep himself in the DRS of the Mercedes. Gromit Cup is into the pit lane. I think that would be his one and only pit stop. But what tyres does he fit? Does he go on the softs already? No, he's on the mediums again. Actually, he has started on the softs, I think. So, makes sense. Wow, this is about the track limits you can take here. It's crazy in this corner. So is it here as well. And with that, he's actually made it back into Sean Mull's DRS. And by a margin. But look at his ERS on the steering wheel. It's very, very low. Which is not going to bode well. Sean Mull doesn't have much himself. Potter around half his battery. Jeremy doesn't have barely any. But he's in the lead, so he's allowed. Kart Racer, has he made it back into DRS range? I think he has. But it's definitely close. We'll keep an eye on the Red Bull for now. 7/10. Nah, I don't think he can make a move from there. TJ Boss is actually almost back in the DRS. But we will have to look at Enzo and Felix soon. Oh, this could be an interesting one. Look at how much he's catching. It's Pitivili actually, I'm sorry. I haven't seen that, but yeah, okay. Enzo moves past. Crazy straight line speed. But realistically, the effect of DRS is incredible on this track. TJ Boss with another 3-second penalty. That won't help him out for sure. Gromit Cup again as well. We'll have a look at the penalties just a little bit. Yeah, we have a maximum of 15 seconds. The average is maybe around 6 to 9 seconds. Now we can go back to the tyres. I don't think we're gonna have a lot decided on just on the track here. Jeremy's going about this very calmly. I don't think he's pushing very hard right now because he has no necessity to. Pocho is definitely trying to keep the Mercedes behind him, but there is now a 3-car train from Sean Mull, Marco FIFA and Kart Racer. The third man in the DRS train has a bit of an issue because he can't make anything work, can he? Marco FIFA pits! So that is, well, Kart Racer release. An AlphaTauri spinning in the middle sector, I believe that is Jonathan. Is it? Yeah, it is. Kart Racer looking to make the move. There's been the team order, I think. No, Pitivili in the pit lane, moving his teammate Felix up to 7th. And he's probably going to try and set after King Enzo with his 5-second penalty. But I don't think he'll be able to. Just the pace of the car letting him down, is it? Pitivili on the soft tyres, now looking to put in some blistering laps, if you can say that for a Haas driver. Now the fight resumes with Sean Mull and Kart Racer for the final podium place. Because I don't expect TJ Boss to intervene for this penalty. Well, after penalties anyway, because on the track, he still might. Very common practice to just intervene with penalties. I can say that from experience. I have today. So now onto the main straight. Kart racer. He's gonna try to make this. Is he? There are some lap cars ahead. An Alpine. Actually, there's the other Williams of Maningard. No, I don't think Kart racer can make that move just yet. Stays in fourth. Yeah, he lifts off in order to not come too close to see his braking point. Oh, Maningard is out of the race, is he? Yes, he is. Crashed after Tamburello. Could that be a safety car? Yes, it is. A full safety car. That 11-second gap Jeremy had is now gone. And I expect a flurry of cars to head into the pit lane for a new set of softs now. Wong Fei and Jonathan have hit this perfectly because they are just coming into the pit lane. But some have interestingly actually carried on. Or have they? I'm not so sure. The two AlphaTauris are definitely in. Jeremy, surely he's got to do the same, does he? Yeah, he does. Jeremy into the pits. He does have his gap. What will Pocho do? He has to follow him in, surely. Or will he gamble and get the lead of the race? Then defend it. No, he heads into the pit lane too. Then we have the three cars of Sean Mulcaires and TJ Boss. This is obviously playing into the hands of Enzo now because he can serve his 5-second penalty. Doesn't have to worry about it. Unless he stays out and just gets it removed, which is an option if you really want to. Sean Mull has stayed out and goes ahead of Pocho. Can't get Jeremy though, so that's... I don't really understand that move. If he is to stay out, then might as well if he stays out in the lead, but can't quite do that. Car racer in fourth. TJ Boss is on a new set of mediums, which is interesting. King Enzo in the pits. Soft tires for him. 5-second penalty is served. Felix as well on a new set of soft compound tires. Will Pitivili do the same? He does have a gap if he wants to. Now he stays out. Stays out on the racetrack. He might get 1 or 2 positions from this. Can he get the Alpine? He just does! Pitivili jumps up to 7th, but it's only 1 lap that his tires are older, so in the end it's not that big a difference, is it? Gromit Cup in the pit lane 2 for Aston Martin gets the soft tires. Everybody's going to go for the softs, aren't they? Except Marco FIFA, actually. He stayed out because he picked up a new set of mediums just 1 lap ago, but how well will those go after the safety car eventually peels off into the pit lane? Ah, Pocho is a bit ambitious there behind the safety car. Calm his temper a little bit. So our race leader has now lost his advantage again, but on those new softs and in clear air, I would expect him to pull right away again. Imola playing host to the darkest weekend of motorsport history in 1994, with the injuries sustained for Rubens Barrichello in free practice and the tragic death of Roland Ratzenberger in qualifying right here, when this wasn't a chicane, when this was 1 quick bend here, Villeneuve. Then the start accident with JJ Lechto, I think, was involved, whose debris injured spectators, and yeah, it was just a very, very dark weekend for motorsport. Of course, the death of Ayrton Senna as well through Tamburello. Devastating weekend here in Imola, but we kept racing here until 2006, as usually the San Marino Grand Prix. Michael Schumacher with a lot of wins around here. And we all remember those titanic battles in 2005 and 6, don't we? Fernando Alonso being caught by Michael Schumacher, or the other way around, just the following year. And then the shock comeback, of course, in 2020 with this coronavirus calendar so compromised, but such this amount of new tracks we got is fantastic. We had Portimao, we had Imola, we had the Nürburgring comeback. It was a brilliant season. Looks like the safety car is going to stay out for another lap. First race winner, obviously back after the 14th season hiatus, was Lewis Hamilton, who just got another win on his way to the World Championship. 2021, Max Verstappen won this race. It was a great race regarding action because of the wet start to the Grand Prix. Verstappen pulling straight into the lead from third on the grid, passing his teammate Sergio Perez, and then making a very forceful move on Lewis Hamilton to take the lead and never let go. Of course, the red flag controversy after the crash from George Russell and Valtteri Bottas left a bit of an asterisk on Lewis Hamilton's race, who had made a mistake just moments prior to it. But he finished second after all, with Lando Norris joining those two on the podium, those two titans who fought it out for the World Championship in the end. Fantastic stuff in 2021, what a season it was. And of course Imola will play host to the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix again in 2022. Now we have to cast our minds back to this race though, with Jeremy having probably the perfect buffer with Sean Muller on the mediums between him and the rest of the field. And of course those new soft tyres are going to give him a massive advantage as we restart the race sooner rather than later. It's just 9 laps to go when the safety car comes in, because I expect it to come in this lap. Realistically, the Red Bull and AlphaTauri should be caught up by the time the safety car reaches Variante Alta. But when will it pull in? It does pull in this lap, and that will give us 9 more laps here in Imola. The field is being paced by Jeremy for Ferrari, our serial winner this season. A very consistent staple at the front of the RRL grid. Our season 1 champion paces the field. And when will he restart the race? Does wait quite a fair bit, but that is because the safety car hasn't pulled in yet. Here he comes now. Jeremy has restarted this race, and Marco FIFA has got a brilliant restart. Oh, it's been tragedy though. TJ Boss has spun right around. Can anybody make a move here at the front? I don't think they can. Poggio stays behind in third with Sean Muller in second, but he has the slower tyre now. King Enzo moves past Pizzerli. Oh, there's the Williams going into gravel, possibly to dodge blue flags. Oh, this is going to be very tight, isn't it? King Enzo in fifth. Car Racer is sixth. The two Haas's there in the background. Pizzerli ahead of Felix, but they keep fighting. Felix into the gravel. No, it's Felix in seventh. What? It's a bit confusion there. Felix in seventh. Pizzerli loses out in the gravel, but he is only 1 place down. 8th place and 7th for Haas. Wang Fi in 9th. And Gromit Cup rounding out the points as it stands. But Jeremy keeps the lead and extends the lead already. 1.7 seconds to the Mercedes. And it's a perfect restart for him. It's like nothing happened really. And now we've got Poggio very close on the back of that Mercedes. But Marco FIFA is going to put him all the way under pressure as well. Sean Muller is definitely not having the best pace right now, but it is to be expected. He has the worst tyres in this front group. Will Poggio try and make a move straight away into Tamburello? He is definitely closing in, is he? The McLaren wants to make that overtake as soon as he can, and he moves past. I don't think Marco FIFA can make a move himself, but Poggio is back up into second and is now looking to get away. Well, I don't think he's going to get after Poggio, is he? Now Marco FIFA, yeah, he can't make a move to there. That would be way too risky. Still compromises this line, but he keeps fourth. 1 second the gap already from Poggio to Sean Muller. So that has gone very much in his favour. King Enzo, is he struggling with something? Because he can't really catch up to Marco FIFA, can he? And he has the Williams for company. That's a time penalty for Enzo. So that is any hope for him and a good result virtually gone. Unless, of course, there are some more incidents happening in those 7 laps. Marco FIFA moves past John Mull ahead of Variante Alta. That is a very good move to make. Surprised it happened here, but that is Marco FIFA on track, on the podium. But Sean Muller stays close. And the DRS will get enabled as Jeremy crosses the line to set the fastest lap of the race, setting the timing sheets alight here in this Ferrari, 16.3. And he starts lap 26 of 32 in the lead, with Poggio following in second, 4 seconds behind the Ferrari. But we'll definitely have an interesting squabble going on. Now Sean Muller's probably losing some time in those old medium tyres. The gaps are gone again, thank you for that. But King Enzo maybe doesn't have a problem after all. He is closing in again on the Alpine with Kart Racer behind him. The 2 Haas following suit as well, with then Wang Fi and Gromit Cup, as well as Jonathan. Actually, there's a big train going on here. It's all departments out of the race, crashed out, and that is another safety car. Ah, what will those lads do now? People can't really pit now, can they? Because the gaps are so close. But we have another safety car in quick succession. Jeremy's definitely not going to like that, but seeing the restarts he had, it is probably guaranteed that he will stay in this lead. Safety cars galore here in Imola. Will he pit again? Now that would be a bit of a stupid move to make. Will anybody in fact go into the pit lane? I would imagine maybe the medium runners would, but they would lose all their track position. Poggio pits? That is surprising. Why would he do that? I'm not really sure about that. 2 Haas move up to 6th and 7th. The safety car's already there. We have the 2 AlphaTauris and Sufjan in the pit lane along with Poggio, but I'm not really sure why Poggio would pit. Yes, it is a new set of softs, of course, but will he get through the field? With possibly just 3 or 4 laps to go in the race, I'm not really sure of how smart that decision was. "15 drivers still in this race, so in fact the finishing record looking quite decent right now. Just picked off the drink for this final sprint to the end. Looking at the gaps, I would imagine at least 1 more lap behind the safety car because of Jonathan and Sufjan and Wang Fi still having yet to close in. Poggio is now back on the pack. It's going to be a 5-lap sprint then to the end of this Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. And in fact, the 2 championship protagonists are in the first 2 places. Even though, in fact, Car Race is actually second right now in the championship, isn't he? I'd have to inform myself on that. We know that the safety car is staying out from the lap, so I can't do that. I'm realistically doing this on like final notice, so wait, there's been a mention. No, okay. Okay, wait, where are the championship standings? RRL. No, not F2. F1 Season 3 standings, there they are. Yeah, it is actually Kart Racer in second because of his strong results with Williams. King Enzo currently running 4th. We have Kart Racer still in 5th, so he's still there or thereabout. Marco FIFA is currently 2nd. Oh, he moves past Jeremy. What is happening there? He's going to give that back. What is he doing? Does Jeremy want to give him a penalty here? What's going on? This is some very confusing stuff. Does Jeremy want to give him a penalty? Has he gone off the track? What is happening? There is no penalties given right now. I'm not entirely sure what this is supposed to be from Jeremy, unless he wants a challenge. Safety car's coming in, so it will be 4 more laps of racing here in Imola. But why the leader of this restart is now Marco FIFA is really a question I can't answer. So when will he get on the way? This is so close. 15 cars on the spot basically, and Marco FIFA is pacing the field. Second place man in the Red Bull, now he's gone, and that is a very good reaction for Jerry. My goodness, he's gonna fly straight past the Red Bull, and what a move it's been, and straight back into the lead. I mean, what can Marco FIFA do against that? Will he make any other countering move? No, he can't, and he's into second again. Jean Moule close behind in third, can't make anything work right now. I think it's Car Racer really the closest to anyone as he goes for a move against Enzo. Can't make that into Villeneuve, can he? Now looking at a stronger exit, maybe into Tosa. No, he can't. He's too far back for that one. Felix is right on the back of the Williams there in 6th place. We're gonna just leave the penalty details off because why not? Of course we won't. We'll just turn them off. We'll turn them off entirely. Nothing really needed too badly. Let's see, how well can Marco FIFA keep on Jeremy? Jeremy with his better soft tyres is already gone. He's already away from the 1 second. And Kart Racer is, for some reason, much faster than King Enzo. Not sure what's going on here. That's a time penalty for TJ Boss. Why did he have to cut that? I'm pretty sure he cut the corner quite severely. Let's see, what will Kart Racer do? Can't make the move just yet. But he is keen. The Williams. Felix right behind him as well. What is this going to be then down into turn 1? Tamburello corner, of course. I don't think he can make a move here. Nah, the Williams is just not strong enough, is it? Straight line speed of this car is notorious and poor because it's very draggy on this game. Nobody really able to fight right now, because the DRS hasn't been enabled. It's only going to be enabled for the last 2 laps as well, remember, so possibly not many more battles going on. On the other hand, you never know. You have people on very contrasting strategies looking to make something of their tyre advantage. I'm not entirely sure why Pocho would have done it, but yeah, he finds himself down in 9th place now from what looked an all but secure 2nd place. Also, all the guys without penalties will profit probably quite massively. Marco FIFA, 3 seconds of penalties. If we just put the gap to the leader now, you'll see 2.9 seconds. He's going to lose time all the way. He's going to drop to 6th at the moment as it stands. And so Enzo will drop too. Any further penalty could promote Felix into a podium position, which I find very wild in the Haas. DRS has now been enabled as Jeremy crosses the line to start lap 31 of 32, the penultimate lap of this Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Those 2 safety cars were really the only big upset in this. Other than that, we had a pretty, well, it's not a boring race, is it? But definitely not the most incredible of races regarding action. But it is Imola. Imola is never real guarantee for action on a racetrack. Right now Marco FIFA has distanced himself enough to still finish in 4th, I believe. Actually could be the podium because Enzo has a penalty too. Marco FIFA gets another penalty though, and that will drop him very far. It could drop him out of the points even. If he doesn't keep up a decent pace, then that could well be Marco FIFA out of the points. Right now we have King Enzo on the podium then, along with Jean Moule. But maybe he might look to improve his position. But we get back to the intervals, because half a second separates that Alpine from the Mercedes, and he is on much more ERS, so he is definitely going to be able to make that overtake into Tamburello. Low ERS already for Jean Moule, and Enzo has probably done this very smartly and is going to breeze past the Mercedes, isn't he? gaining massively, and to the inside, no chance to defend for Sean Mullen. He's up to third place, King Enzo. Car Racer still keeping on the back here, and I think he might be heading for a podium here in the Williams. Very good stuff from Car Racer, looking to go for the third podium in a row. Marco FIFA is off the track. He has spun around, and that is all his chances gone. Tumbling down the order, he's now 12th, and he's gonna get passed by more people, isn't he? Yep, he is. Jeremy, though, we have to keep an eye on him because he's led really the whole race here in Imola. 5 seconds clear of King Enzo in second on track. Sufjan gets a time penalty for good measure. But here we have our race winner here in Imola. Flawless drive. What can you say about those? Nothing much you can really do against that for any driver. Jeremy comes around the second Rivazza for the final time to cross the line and win the Imola Grand Prix here in Realistic Racing League. There's been another tussle though in the midfield. The Mercedes has been round. King Enzo finished second on the track, but Kart Racer is third. Does he? No, he does keep it though. He has a penalty himself. Enzo stays third. Felix finishes in second. What? How has this happened? Felix in second place behind Jeremy. Enzo is third. Wang Fi finishes fourth. Car Racer is fifth. El Pocho in sixth place. Gromit Cup finishes seventh. Sean Mullen eighth. Pitivili is ninth. And Jonathan rounds out the points. How on earth has Felix managed to finish in second here? Gromit Cup gets driver of the day, but Felix finding himself up in second. There have been a lot of penalties, I believe, on the final lap. Because here we have the podium. Jeremy in first in the Ferrari, but second goes to Felix in a Haas. I mean, there's nothing short of a miracle. Third place, King Enzo for Alpine. And that concludes an Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. That, wow, I mean, what can you say to those? Here we have our final results then on your screen. I have to get a grip of it myself. I'm not sure really how this has all happened. Jeremy finishes first for Ferrari. That stays put from second on the grid. Felix finishes second. How? I don't know. Enzo is third. Wang Fi finishes fourth. Car Racer stays fifth somehow. Pocho's sixth. Gromit Cup in seventh. Sean Mullen is eighth with Pitivili and Jonathan rounding out the points. And that is your Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix sorted and finished. We will obviously get the winning drivers for the podium interview. Right, we have to wait for the game to sort itself out, and then we're gonna have the top 3 drivers of this race in an interview. But how has this all happened? I'm actually really not sure about it in the slightest. Right, let's get those drivers together then. So we're gonna have to start a part invite Enzo. Oh, it's Kart Racer. Wait, I have to sort this out. Hello there. Good evening.
Hello.
Who is it going to be for third place? I'm actually not sure because Enzo said Kart Racer. Okay, okay. Okay. Oh, he's second. Okay. Can we do both? I don't know. You can invite Enzo. Yeah, I have Kart Racer. There we go. You can invite Enzo, yeah. So it's who's third then? I'm not sure.
I believe I'll be third.
Okay. So it's the Haas then, yeah. It's it's another Haas. I mean, what actually happened on those last laps? I actually don't know. It's been so much mixing up going on that in the end I saw Felix second. I couldn't believe my eyes.
Neither could I. I mean, I was so surprised. I didn't know I was actually in the fight for podium.
Yeah.
It was quite the finish at the end. On the last corner, having the Mercedes of Sean Moore in the glove and then spinning out, just about managed to avoid him.
Oh,
which,
okay.
That was that was crazy. I mean, yeah, second podium in a row.
Who would have expected that one? Congratulations, man. That is absolutely incredible. I mean, what a finish to this race. We had 2 safety cars right at the end, and I mean, that caused all sorts of chaos. Yeah, the fight for the podium definitely got a bit. Well, was it heated? I'm not sure, but Pocho definitely helped it by pitting. I'm not sure why he did that. Does anyone have any info on that?
Yes. So I said in the party, do not pit. Do not pit. That's what I said. And he must have misheard me. And he pitted.
Ah, that is so unfortunate for him.
So we all laughed at him.
Yeah. That's a step I would take, to be honest.
I mean, I feel bad for him, but it was a pretty weird mistake.
I mean, yeah. What can you do? That's racing, isn't it? So I guess we then move on to the Williams in second place. It's Kart Racer, and I mean, what a race it's been. I can't even come up with any questions because it's everything happened with that last safety car. What tell us from your perspective. What did you make of those last laps? Oh. Yep, indeed. It's great that he came back for a third podium in a row. Is it a third second place as well? Incredible. I mean, how it's wow. I mean, what can you say to that? It's a third podium in a row for Williams, a second podium in a row for Haas. And then we move on to our race winner, of course, Jeremy. Of course, he says.
Yeah, let's go.
So what did you make of this race? I saw it as a little bit of a bore fest, except for the second safety car, because did you let Marco FIFA by there? Or what happened there?
No, there was a bug from the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I think the race was really good. A bit boring, I think, but at the end with the 2 safety cars, bit interesting. Yeah, but win is win, and fastest lap, 26 points. Yeah, really good.
The race did get enough spice after all with those safety cars. Congratulations, you 3, and yeah, that concludes the Imola Grand Prix. The Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, however you want to call it. I thank you all for watching, and it's been a great experience here in RRL to commentate on this race. So on to the next one. Where are we going next one?
Felix?
F1 Kalender?
Brazil.
It's going to be the Brazil
next week.
Autodromo José Carlos Pache. I obviously named all corner names as well on this stream, but yeah. So until then, we'll probably have a different commentator as well, again with Sully, I guess, being back. I'm not sure on that, but I would imagine maybe he is.
I don't know. Might be.
Might be.
Hopefully he is.
That would be good, of course, yeah. So on that note, I'm gonna leave you here and say goodbye. Thank you for watching.